Why is America doing this? After he'd started the war, President Trump said this.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
The US hasn't provided evidence of an imminent threat, but that was the argument. President Trump also addressed Iranians.
When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. America is backing you with overwhelming strength.
In other words, a war in support of regime change. 2 days later, the administration said this.
This is not a so-called regime change war, but the regime sure did change.
But the regime hasn't changed, not yet at least. And there was more.
The mission of Operation Epic Fury is laser-focused. Destroy Iranian offensive missiles, destroy Iranian missile production, destroy their navy and other security infrastructure, and they will never have nuclear weapons.
After US action last year, Trump said Iran's nuclear program had been obliterated. Before that, US intelligence had concluded Iran wasn't building a nuclear bomb. But this war, we were told, was to stop that happening and to destroy parts of Iran's military. That was the Secretary of Defense. We also heard from the Secretary of State.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces.
Mr. Rubio explained this meant the US had to start the war.
We knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties.
The US has responded to an Israeli plan, Marco Rubio said. Not so, said the president. Iran, he argued, was ready to act.
I think they were going to attack first, and I didn't want that to happen. So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand.
The US provided no evidence that Iran was about to attack. And Marco Rubio was asked about his comments.
Yesterday, you told us that Israel was going to strike Iran, and that's why we needed to get involved. Today, the president said that Iran was going to get.
Yeah, your statement is false. So that's not what I was asked very specifically. Were you there yesterday?
But that was what he said. The Trump administration has also been talking further about Iran's nuclear program. Officials claim Iran possessed 11 bombs worth of enriched uranium, and that it could have turned it into weapons-grade nuclear material within a week. The administration has not shared evidence of this, and didn't mention it when the war started. Perhaps there's also a personal dimension to this. Trump told ABC News, with reference to Iran's supreme leader, "I got him before he got me." Trump added, "They tried twice. Well, I got him first." ABC reported this was a reference to what US intelligence believes was a plot in 2024. For whatever reason, Trump started this war, and he's being asked about how long it might last.
We projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
On Truth Social, he added, wars can be fought forever, and very successfully. And as the world watches this war and tries to understand why Trump started it and how long it might last, the Vice President has offered some reassurance.
There's just no way that Donald Trump is going to allow this country to get into a multi-year conflict with no clear end in sight and no clear objective.